What's up, y'all? I want to give a shout out to all my viewers right now. What's up to y'all, man? Make sure you push the like, comment, say what's up. I want to talk about French Montana. Shout out to French Montana, holding it down with Max B since he got out. Getting millions of views, man. Much respect. Holding it down for his boy. 12, 15 years, man. Sorry about that. I was like stuttering, but that's a long time. But I just found out about French Montana about the graze on his head, because I got a graze on my head too. If you can see this, back when I was 19, over 20 years ago in Houston, in A-Leaf, at this pool hall, some Vietnamese dudes was beefing with me. Haters, jealousy. They was mad I was making music. I was doing the screwed and chop. I was getting all the new shit. And they didn't want to buy it from me when I was trying to sell them a CD for $5. They felt like since I'm the homeboy, I should give it to them for free. But I work hard for that shit. So long story short, they sent some 17-year-old dude, I was 19 at the time, a 17-year-old dude that I've never met before, to pistol whip me. And then when he pistol whipped me, when I was trying to pass him a cigarette, the thing is, I was addicted to Sherm at that moment. My last few moments in Houston, I got addicted to Sherm. The guy that got me rapping got me smoking that shit too. If y'all know what it is, it's PCP, that Keefy D shit, wet. You know what I mean? Sherm. I'm not gonna blame it all on him because I had ego. I thought I was the shit since I was the only Chinese rapper doing screwed and chop. But anyways, they sent him to pistol whip me as I was passing him a stick. And I got hit right in my head while I was like, yo, you want to hit this? He walked out the car and he just real quick and the gun went off. I heard a big pow. I seen a white light too. I don't know if it was a flash from the gun or was it from God, because the first thing I said was Jesus Christ right when I got hit. I thought I was dead, but my eyes opened back up and blood started dripping all over the floor, on my hand, on my clothes. I just came from a wake that morning. My homeboy Steven Tran just died from a drive-by. And we know who did that too. He turned himself in because it was an accident. He got the wrong person. Only because my boy was sitting in a new car that he bought that had bad energy in it. One rule, man, be careful what you buy from people because you don't know what type of shit's attached to it. The dude that did that thought he was that guy that he had beef with, but that guy sold the car to my boy and my boy was sitting in the car when that happened. So he got the wrong guy. What a sad way to go. But I just came from a wake that morning to his wake. His cousin is Jimmy Boy too. His name was Steven Tran. And the guy that did that to me, you know what's crazy? His name was Steven Tran too. And what's wild, man, is that when I realized I was still alive and blood was dripping all over my forehead, I looked at them and I saw them run into the car. And I was like, get the fuck back here. I was like, where the fuck you think you're going? I just tripped out, man. I was like, yo, I'm ready to die. What the hell is going on? So I started walking towards the car and I see him hop in the car of an old friend of mine. And in the back seat, I seen the girl that just came to my house not too long ago. I know this girl. It's one of the Bun Me girls, the youngest one. The Bun Me girls is the girls from Hong Kong Mall. They got their own store, a Bun Me store, and there's 3 girls, the daughters that work there. And I knew her, and she's hella cool with me. It got to the point where she was like, whenever you come here, food is on me. She always gave me free food. No, she didn't always give me free food. It was just those last moments when I was doing music, I was getting popular. She been in my house with my other homegirls, so she was like, yo, whenever you come through, man, it's on us. So she was really cool with me, and I saw him jump in that car in the back seat, and I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? So they peeled off. I'm talking about when he hopped in the car and I banged on the window like, get the fuck out. They just zoom. He just drove off the driveway and peeled out. Dude in a Honda Accord, I'm not gonna say his name, but I got a scar, a bullet graze from that, man. The gun went off, the bullet like just barely tapped my head to where it scraped the skin off. That's it. It scraped the skin off my skull. That's how close it was. So the reason I'm speaking on this story is because I thought I was the only rapper that got a bullet graze on my head. You know what I'm saying?
It was almost like the Nipsey situation. You know what I'm saying? I was getting bigger than my bridges, and I was still living in the hood. You know, I think, and I was making money. People knew I was making money. You know, I was bragging around the wrong people.
You were leaving the studio.
Yeah, leaving the studio. I got lined up by these two guys. I got shot, and one of them died. And you know, and that night was one of them nights that made me realize, like, you know, I could never be too accessible.
You got shot in the head?
Yeah,
Where?
the back of my head right here.
Okay. Did it just graze your head?
Nah,
It actually went into your head.
yeah. They went in and it came out through the top, some shit like that.
It went through your actual skull. Did it hit your brain at all?
I don't know if I don't.
But I mean, was there any sort of like brain damage?
I
Or
know.
anything?
I knew I was stapled up for like a long time.
You got lucky because a
Yeah,
slightly
yeah.
different angle, a couple of degrees over,
Yeah.
no one would know who French Montana is.
I'll show you a picture. He said the same thing as God. I said the same thing as God. At that time, I was still a Christian. But now, since 2011, I became a Muslim. And French Montana is a Muslim too. He's a Muslim brother. So French Montana is a Muslim brother too. And it's crazy. Shout out to French Montana, man. If you're looking for an artist, a rapper, an Asian rapper on top of that got a bullet graze on his head too, man, hit me up, man. Leave me on the DM. You know what I'm saying? I make some good music. Check it out. Check my shit out. But yeah, man, I guess I'm not the only one. But tell you the truth, man, God really got something to play with that, because when it goes ricocheted off your head, man, and it's this close, it's like you were meant to stay alive. You're meant to be here.
I got shot in my head right here. I don't know if you can see. I still got a little bald spot. The bullet went in and out in the back of my head, right? But the nigga that shot me is dead.
There's a reason why you here. And I never became rich. I never blew up as a rapper, but I still tried. So shout out to everybody that's been watching my videos, tuning in, and supporting me, because that's all I got. I ain't got no real homeboys anymore. I cut off a lot of people, man, just because it wasn't healthy for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not their problem. It's my problem. You know what I'm saying? I had to get right. So I'm getting right now. I'm thanking God every day. I'm fasting. It's Ramadan. And it's not easy because I'm doing it by myself. But, you know what I'm saying? There's got to be a reason why those type of things happen. And 2 years later, after that happened, I found out that the guy that did that to my head, that left the bullet graze on my head, you can see where he hit me on the butt of the gun. He hit me with the butt right here, bam. And he shot himself in the head. That's what I heard. My homeboy was telling me that he took his own life away, suicide. I said, are you sure? The dude that's dating the bummy girl? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, wow. Wow. And the guy that sent him, I'm thinking his name is Jamie. No, his name is Jamie, but I'm thinking it's him because they were in the same car together. He was hanging out with my old homeboy. You know, when you introduce a new homeboy with an old homeboy, and then somehow they start hanging out without you, and then they start talking bad about you. Like, oh, you think he the shit. He think he doing this, he doing that. He think he better than us. It wasn't even like that. It's just because I was working and grinding. Well, they started doing their own thing. And, you know, he was talking shit behind my back. Long story short, he got into a car accident. Man, I ain't never prayed on nobody's downfall, bro. Nope, that ain't me, man. I'm a loving type of guy. I got love for people. I want to see people win. I want to see people get successful. And I guess that comes from me surviving this bullet, you know what I mean? Because I was cocky and egotistic. So God put me through that. And then 20-some years later, I'm still here, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody watching this video, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be getting these views. Much love. Enjoy the rest of my channel. Leave a comment. Peace.